Hello everyone, my name is Naruto and welcome back to another episode of Trails in the Sky, the third. Today, we will be finishing all of the moon doors, and after that, we will be finishing the tournament. So yeah, first door we will go through is the Star Door 15, and the requirements is to bring a girl that loved by the word darkness. I'm still not sure who, but I think it's Ren. But if it's not Ren, then it's probably Riz. Let's just see. Alright, apparently it's one of those two, Riz or Ren. Let's just get inside then. It's Ren. It's just the continuation of the Ren backstory. I wander indifferently in a place that exists beyond good and evil, beyond life and death. There is no fortune or misfortune, no happiness, no sadness. White and black tear into me, heaven and earth torment me. I've been defiled. Where does it begin, and where does it end? I don't belong anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. But the world just keeps on turning around me. First, paradise. Which number would you like today? 15? Certainly. If you nominated Ren, be sure to treat our customer with care. The place was simply known as Paradise. None of the building itself had a proper name, but none of us were ever told it. Nor were we ever told exactly where in the land we were, or what we were doing here. Or, indeed, how we ended up there to begin with. Morning. Morning, Ren. Oh, you have finally woken up. Hi, Cross. Cross? Haha. Welcome to Paradise, Ren. Welcome to Paradise. I'm going to have to go, Ren. I've got to go and work. Again? Yeah, it's fine though. I'll be back before long. Be a good girl and wait here in the meantime, okay? Cross was always busy with work, and today was no different. What exactly he did and where he did it, I didn't know, but wherever it was clearly horrible. He wasn't the only one either. The other children were always going out to work too. But for some reason, no one ever called me. The other children became weaker and more emaciated by the day, and yet I spent my time eating delicious food and playing with dolls. Wait, do you mean by work is that they are the test subject of the father-mother development? I, and only I, was somehow special. Cross always referred to me as a princess. Morning, Rain. It sure is beautiful out today, huh? Can I stop in here to let's open a window, okay? The girl's name is Etta. She was all smiling and brimming with curiosity, poking her nose into anything and everything in the room and earning a scolding from Cross for it. Hey, you wanna play with me? I wanna play with dolls too. I don't mind, but do you even have the time? Did you have work later? Or do you not have to go and wear any weird clothes today? Cross is working at the moment, so I've got some free time. It's sure been getting nominated a lot lately. Maybe that's just what people are into these days. Etta was a somewhat precocious girl. She loved making stupid jokes and giggling away at them. Aji. Aji? Is that how you pronounce it? Aji, meanwhile, was more polite and mature. Perhaps that was why she was nominated by so many older men. Another thing that stood up about her was the way she never once acted like she hated her work. No matter the day, she always performed with skills and care. How come you never seem to hate your work, AJ? I thought it really hurt. I'm fine. It's nothing you need to worry about, Ren. There's a few tricks that makes it real simple to manage once you know them. So don't worry about me. You just focus on being happy like you always are. Okay. That's a good girl. If you're happy, I'm happy. Then there was Quatre, who smiled, delicate stature always ended up with him being battered and played with roughly like he were some sort of doll. Did you seriously end up getting beaten again? Yeah, I don't know why either. They said it's some kind of new game, but I don't get it. Don't worry about me, Ren. I'm fine, honest. I'm used to it. It doesn't even hurt me anymore. As long as I can come back and find you here, I can deal with anything. Quatra was also spilling out of our sight. Maybe that was part of his charm. I'm sure beautiful people must shed beautiful blood. Oh my god, Ren. Why are you gonna say that? I'm back, Ren. Sorry, that ended up taking longer than I thought it would. Then finally, there was Cross. He was basically our leader. Cross, Etta, Eche, Quadri, and me. Each of them were so dear to me, and we spent all the time we could together in this one room. To my understanding, there were other children in the building, but they didn't matter to me. The only ones who did were the 4 friends I spent my days with, the 4 who live in paradise alongside me. Second, Princess. Hey, Cross, what happened to the others? How come it's just me and you in here now? What are you talking about, Ren? What others? It's always been just you and me in here. Yo, what? Really? Are you sure? I feel like there were more. Nope, there weren't. It's always been just you and me. It was only later when I realized it was Cross who had hidden the others from me. Whether that was so I didn't have to worry about them, or because things had gotten so bad he didn't even think I should see them, I don't know. But I always tried to keep my eyes covered from the harsh reality of what was going on around me, so I could keep living in blissful ignorance. Let me give you a useful tip, Ren. Always be sure to say, "It will be my pleasure." Saying that makes everyone smile. No matter what you have to do or what people do to you, always respond with, "It will be my pleasure." Funny how that works, right? After all, it's the customers you're pleasing, not you. Alright, that's some fuck up going on. I don't like how pleasing word is being used here. Let me give you one too then. I use this all the time. The best thing to do is try to imagine how your customer is feeling. Like, this must feel really good for them. They seem to love me doing this, or it's not enough to make you stop feeling pain. But it does stop you needing to worry about doing unpleasant things. Always try to think about what you can do to make the customer happy. That's key. Seriously, what the hell's going on here? Why did she say it that way? I just don't like it. Oh, well, I suppose you should say something too. You should never cry and say you're sorry to a customer. Saying sorry just makes them want to hurt you more. No matter how much it hurts, no matter how sad you feel, don't ever cry. Don't ever say sorry, because no one ever forgives you even if you do. Thanks everyone, but I can't see myself needing any of these tips. I never have to do any work. All I have to do is sit in here and hug my dolls. I never have to leave this room. And that's how it should be. You're our princess, and you're really, really important to us. We're all here to protect you, and that's why we make it so you don't need to say a thing. Ren? Third, game. What are you doing, Ren? I'm drawing. Look, this is a monster. The monster that's got us locked up in here. It's got golden kiss and black scales, and its spot stained red with the blood of all the people it ate. The color of sin, huh? How lovely. The stomach got to be white, otherwise you'll know which side was the front. That's very true. Where is everyone? Are they all not working? Ren. There are no others. There's only me and you here. Huh? Wait, what? It's the second time you say that. This is very weird. Really? Are you sure? I don't know. I'm sure. From the very start, it's just been me and you. No others. Now let's start together, shall we? Alright, I'm convinced now. The second part, her other friends still in there, even though Cross said that there were no others. I know in the third part, he said it again, but it's more weird now. I'm sorry, I just don't understand what is going on here. Maybe we could throw a princess next. That'd be nice. Cross was doing a good job at covering my ass from reality, but there was one thing he couldn't completely keep from me. He was getting tired. After the others disappeared, he started taking on all of the weight by himself, and because of that, slowly, he began to vanish too. Let's clean you up, friend. You're really dirty today. Thanks, you're all so kind. I'm sorry, Ren. If I wasn't so hopeless, I swore I'd protect you, and yet... What's wrong, Cross? You're not looking too good. It's nothing. I'm fine. Cross? I just told you that I'm fine. This is all your fault. Mine? Yours. Everything is your fault. You wasted no time in killing all the others. Why are you letting me live for so long? Wait, what? It's all your fault. Why haven't you killed me? Don't tell me all of this is just imagination on her head. I'm already dead as it is. Why won't you kill me? Fourth, Ren. Eventually, my first job came. There was no one else to take it. There was no one else to go out in my place. That's why I had to do it myself. I had to step outside that room for the first time. You have been nominated, Ren. We should treat our customer with care. What are you doing, Ren? Just do what you usually do. What's going on here? I was led to believe number 15 was special. She's not normally like this, I can assure you. She's usually a good girl. I don't know what's gotten into her. She's our little angel, capable of meeting all of our customers' needs no matter what they may be. Come on, Ren, say hello. You've done this enough time now. What are you going to be today? A sweet doll? A cool boy? Wait, what? No way. That wasn't me. What? That wasn't me. 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 Wow. I think I get it now. Someone says something. I close my ears like always. Someone does something. I close my eyes like always. I do just as I always do. I do just as I always do. I do just as I always do. I do just as I always do, and go to work. Ah, the water of life. Cross once said that even those near to death could be full of energy again if they drank this. He said it was made to drink it all the time, and that its taste was sweet and syrupy. Drink up, Ren. I mixed quite a lot of syrup in today. Drink up, nicely and slowly. That's it. That's it. Make sure not to spill any now. Drink up every last drop. Well, please take your time. As Honor went to leave, his sight seemed to distorted slightly. Maybe he's getting old, or maybe he's just wearing a disguise of some kind. Oh, the medicine started kicking in. Well, Ren, why don't we sit and have a little chat together? It'll be my pleasure. You're always such a good girl. It'll be my pleasure. It will 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 be my pleasure. Morning, Ren. It's sure is beautiful out today, huh? Yeah. That means all of the child that we saw was all made up on her head. I mean, on her imagination. Okay, I see. What a twisted story. It's just so crazy. I think I need to rewatch this part just so I can fully understand it. It just kept going. I wanted to know how did Ryan reach into this state. Like, this is really, really crazy. All of them have gone. Wow. Those two invade the place, and then they save Ren. What the hell? Why is she naked? What in the subhuman monsters? Can people even keep living on like this? Can you even call someone in this state alive? I'm guessing she inflicted all these cross-like marks on herself. Probably in order to maintain her own sanity. She wanted to keep living that much. This is a living human. Damn, Ren. Damn. I really hope it's not what I think it is. If so, then Ren backstory is very dark. I want to see what she's like when she's really alive, Louis. Can we take her into the society? Fifth, the dream goes on. You're strong, Ren. That was what Joshua told me one day. It wasn't something I heard before, either. You're strong, Ren. Yes, I am. I'm strong. I'm strong. I'm strong. I'm strong. I'm strong. I'm strong. As an enforcer candidate, Ren proved to be exceptionally capable. Then one day, Joshua disappeared, and the world just kept on turning. Just where has Joshua gone anyway? All he said was that he was going away to do a job and it was going to take a while. I wanted him to know what I've become a proper enforcer now. I wanted to introduce him to my real papa and mama too. Haha, but some of that can wait. He'll come back eventually. I know he will. Then he can tell me all about what he did while he was away. But he'll definitely be back. He will. A baby? Haha, how sweet. It's so cute. A brand new life. Clean and pure. Untended by anything. He's probably a good child. He'll be raised well and grow up to be fine, respectable adult. Unlike me. That path was closed to me long ago. I hope you'll find happiness, nameless child. What? Why? He really is cute, isn't he? He looks just like his mother. There. That's a good boy. I still forget what happened to our last child. But it looks like God has been abandoning us after all. Is that supposed to be Ren, parents? Excuse me? What? What happened? What happened to Ren before all of that? How did she end up there? Did she get kidnapped? Did she know her parents? Her real parents? No, I thought we weren't going to talk about that anymore. We need to leave the past in the past. I suppose you are right. It's sad, but it's probably what you would want to. There we go. Who's the good little baby? Ren. Impure children. The past. What happened to our last child? Really? That was what I was. From the very beginning. From the day I was born, I was... Ren. Oh. Louis. As enforcers, we have the freedom to do whatever we want. Whenever we want. It's up to you what you want to do. I won't make the choice for you. I can't help but wonder whether they are even worth the effort of cutting down. But that is your choice to make. I wander differently in a place that exists beyond good and evil, beyond life and death. There's no fortune or misfortune, no happiness, no sadness. Wait, let me just think back about Louis' dialogue there. Did he just say cutting down? They just said that it's okay to kill them. What time back turned to me? Heaven and earth torment me. I've been defiled. Where does it begin? And where does it end? I don't belong anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. But the world just keeps on turning around me. Unbeknownst to me, the world just keeps on turning. But that's fine. The world is always turning for my sake. That's why. I've got nothing to feel sad about. Uh-huh. I don't care about some silly imposters. They're not my real papa and mama. I have father and mother now. So I think the game is trying to say that it is confirmed that that is Ren's biological parents. I just want to say that this side story is really wild. So cool. Thanks, father mother. That's right. I'm in the right. I'm in the right. I'm always happy. And I'm always having fun. Because the world doesn't revolve just around you. And it won't always change just because you demand it. This is Estelle's voice. I should be obvious, because I really care about you, Ren. I won't act here anymore. Ren, you answer how your heart tells you. It's almost done. Let's go. Damn, that is a high jump for a kid to take. We're going to cross-spell. Once we are high enough, switch off your boosters and switch to your regular flight engines. Side story, paradise, finish. Nothingness. Well, that was a very interesting side story. We now know how fucked up the place where Ren previously stuck in. I'm still not sure what happened to Ren before that. Like, did she get kidnapped or something? Like, I don't understand. I'm pretty sure the two adults who have a baby is the original parents of Ren. And they talk like there's some misfortune on the first baby, which could be pointed at Ren. But anyway, let's move on into the last door. We should be able to get inside it now. Let's go! Last door! Let's jump into the side story! Oh! Wow! We're back in this place. This is what happened in the last game. Hey, Blue Blank. Don't just stand there. Say something. Huh. Why should I be the one to break the silence? Words have no meaning in the face of such a splendorous sight. All there is for us to do is to be overwhelmed and awed by the spectacle before us. Bah. The others still haven't come back either. Kinda crummy ending to this whole stick, huh? Ran left the city and has since departed this region. Lucilla is missing, but no good can come from us fretting for her safety. Huh. Oh, no worries on that front. Just think it'll be a waste for a woman like her to die so early. So, here's hoping she didn't lose her life for nothing. I hope so too. But hey, remember when we fight the Enforcer? There's Lucilla. And Lucilla seems like still pretty fine, even though she didn't say anything where she goes. So hopefully she's still alive. Huh, I quite agree. As for Louis, I fear the odds of him making it out alive are non-existent. Yeah, damn it. If I knew this was gonna happen, I'll find and made him fight me. He was always finding an excuse to get out of it. Well, unlike us, he had a clear and specific purpose for taking part in all of this. And it looks like he may well have been able to achieve it, at that. Though he met his end, I have an inkling that he, at least, is satisfied with the ending to this story. Blah. Hard to believe it's all over. Oh, what? What's happening? I thought we were going to use that flooding city to rule Liberal. Then we were going to use it to rule the whole continent. So is this happening? This wasn't supposed to happen. Oh, wait. Did anyone ever actually say we were gonna do that? Or was I just thinking it on my own? I was, wasn't I? Ah! I had my life. I listened to this get humiliated by them and abused by Lord Campanella lately. And then to top it all off, this happens? I... Just what have we all been doing? Lord Campanella, I'm relieved to see you are well, sir. The same to you fine gentlemen. I'm truly impressed with your work ethic. It takes guts to dedicate yourself to your duty even at a time like this. You should be able to see what's happening outside. It's a sight to see, you know. All the beer in the world couldn't buy you tickets to see a show this incredible. You're not too late to check out the show if you head out now. Why not go take a peek? I want that all. We couldn't possibly. We wouldn't dream of abandoning our post without permission. Haha, I suppose you won't after the training you've been through. Well, no matter now. Mind letting me inside? I've got something I need to take care of in the sanctuary, you see? Sir. But we've been ordered to not let anyone inside without Professor permission. Even you, Lord Campanella. It's as dead as you will be if you won't let me through. I don't think even I can get a dead man's permission now, can I? What? But that's not possible. Oh dear, is my word worth that little to you? I'm hurt. Maybe I should have a little fun with you like I always do with darling Gilbert. That might make you a little more inclined to have more faith in me. We weren't. We never once doubted your word, so you need not trouble yourself on our behalf. That's lovely to hear. Well then, why don't you go outside and watch the show like I suggest? You're under no obligation to guard this place now that the man who ordered you to do so is no more. Granted, sir. Good luck with your business, sir. They may have served their purpose now, but it seems a terrible waste would steal their memories and toss them out like garbage. Maybe I should put them under my command. Even all the news going on outside can't reach this far inside the ship by the looks of it. Just as well. I couldn't fulfill my role otherwise. Requesting access. I, Enforcer number 0, Company the Fool. Hereby request access to the Celestial Globe in the place of the third Angus, George Washman. Celestial Globe. We've been waiting for you. Haha, are you here, I see? I certainly never envisioned that the Faceless would perish. Poor thing. All the trouble he caused his old true friends finally caught up with him. So, how exactly did he die? I'm simply dying to know. Oh, I wish you could have seen it. The poor fellow was torn completely to salt, from the top of his head to the tips of his toes. Then it all came crumbling down into itty-bitty pieces. Oh my, what a chilling way to go. I do wish I could have been there to witness it for myself. So he fell victim to the result of that singularity in Northumbria, did he? Ah, I would have loved to have seen the real thing when it first appeared. Haha, who'd have seen that coming? That guy never seemed to let his guard down even for a second. I imagine it was the work of the minion. Almost certainly the fifth, the position everyone previously believed to be vacant. Alright, guess that explains why he screwed up. So what's the fifth Dominion's name then? Kevin Graham. He calls himself the Heretic Hunter, and he studied under the one and only Cornelia. Haha, seems like a real right too. They studied in all the right places. He studied under Cornelia now. Now I'm even more interested in him. You gotta be kidding me, Abyss. After how into Lionheart you were, you're not even gonna mourn his loss for more than a second before setting your eyes on a new guy. Oh my, you've got me all wrong. I assure you that I'm mourning Glenn's death in my own way. It's not a man I'll likely ever forget, especially as I could never get him to show even the slightest hint of interest in me to the very end. So I guess this is the female voice? Indeed. It truly was a sketch judgment. His loss will be keenly felt. He was the only one among the enforcers who was able to cross blades with you, I believe. Certainly of those I have fought against, I often asked him to humor me with my training. I always felt as though there was a chance he may surpass me as a swordsman one day. It makes knowing he lost his life before having a chance that much more difficult to bear. Haha, in my opinion, the loss of Split Turtle isn't all that significant when you look at the bigger picture. A tiny, predictable loss in our overall combat capabilities. Now, the loss of the Angel of Slaughter will have much more of a long-term impact. Huh, oh, that chick with the sight. I wonder if she'll come back in the end. She seemed pretty confused. First, a decision for her and her alone to make. We may be above them in Ouroboros hierarchy, but that doesn't give us the right to order them around. That is the way of the society. But still, Professor, all of us here are well aware of the importance of the Gordius Series. But this is alone decided by the Grandmaster. Surely you are aware of what that means. 6th Angus is the Professor. Gotta keep remember that. Haha, you only need to look at Washman's obsession with that black-haired boy to see what can come from being too fixated on someone. Indeed, that very obsession proved to be his undoing. Isn't that right, Campanella? You could definitely argue it was one of the factors that led to his failures, yes. Kevin seems like he was trying to use it to his advantage too. Alright, I'll drop the issue. But know that as the 15 factors are in my care, the Goddess series will be of unparalleled importance to me. So I'll be keeping an eye on her from here on to observe how well the one she has is functioning. Certainly, we leave that to you. I believe we've talked for long enough. The time has come for the Grandmaster of Fen. Is that so? How thrilling! I see you have all gathered. Yes, Grandmaster. With the exception of the third Angus, all are present and accounted for. Very good. You deserve my thanks for observing all that transpired as my representative, Campanella. I'm pleased to hear as much, Grandmaster. I imagine you are already aware of what transpired during the coastal plan even without me relaying the details. But allow me to fulfill my most important duty. What is that? A sword? Oh my. So that's the Oriole. The Oriole. Thank you. If only the price we paid to obtain it weren't so great. Westman, Leonhard, to say nothing of the countless other sacrifices, both human and otherwise that arose through this plan. I, and I alone, bear responsibility for each and every one of them. That is simply not true. Please do not place the burden of blame upon yourself. The princess alone was at fault for his death. But if anyone will take the blame, it's we Angus who chose to overlook his behavior rather than steer him back into the right track. No, I have expected that this is what would happen. Yet I chose to leave all of the decisions in his hands. I did so because I believed that to be necessary for this war, but nonetheless, the blame is equivocally mine. Oh, Grandmaster, why must you blame yourself so? There will inevitably be a reaction to what has happened in time. But I imagine the church will act regarding that. Let us leave the matter to them. As you wish. Haha, I must admit that my curiosity is piqued, but it shall be as you desire. In that case, what should all of us to do now? Bells in the west have rung, and the first pact applies no more. I hereby proclaim the completion of the first phase of Orpheus' final plan, the Gospel Plan, and the initiation of its second phase, the Phantasmal Bliss Plan. The second phase is in the Trace of Cold Steel. If you guys haven't played it, then please play it immediately after you play this or watch this series. Very well. Haha, leave everything to us. We, your loyal Angus, in accordance with your wishes, shall now fully devote ourselves to the execution of your plan. I don't want to say anything that might spoil the watcher in this video, but I think I know who is the second Angus is. So, it's time for the Phantasmal Bliss Plan to begin, huh? The stage is set, at the very least. It's going to utterly dwarf the Gospel Plan in terms of both quality and scale. Haha, things are finally about to get interesting. By the way, I must be the last person you want to hear this from, but would you mind stopping the whole peeping in thing, mysterious stranger? Sure, Campanella. Thanks for the fourth wall break. Brilliant crown. Trinita's mirror. Wow. Okay then, we just saw the Angus and the Grandmaster meeting, and they have begun the second phase plan, which happened in Trace of Cold Steel, the first game. So yeah, the timeline is taken before the Trace of Cold Steel and before the core spell, I think. So the timeline has been cleared out in my mind now. So anyway, my name is Adito and I'll end this episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. The Ryan backstory is dark, and I really hope Ryan backstory is not what I think it is, because if it doesn't, shit, this game is really pushing it for the dark plot. Well, let's end it here. Have a nice day everyone, see ya and peace out. Goodbye.